In this video, I'll share some examples of current and future AI tools that are making their way into education or might do so in the future. These examples come from our research group iTech, which develops and studies new technologies in fields such as medicine, education, and training. Starting with the first example, which is an adaptive game to support children in learning fractions. This was the PhD topic of my colleague Febe de Metz. She examined the impact of the game that adapts by giving tailored feedback based on how students interact with it, aiming to make the learning process more effective and efficient. To measure the game's impact, she looked at both cognitive and non-cognitive outcomes like fraction knowledge, motivation, and even math anxiety. To measure these outcomes, she used data from tests, questionnaires, in-game logs, and even from smartwatches that detect the student's stress level. AI adds value by adapting the game based on the gathered data, creating more personalized feedback. Febe compared two groups, those using the adaptive and non-adaptive version of the game. She found that both showed cognitive improvement. However, students using the adaptive version made greater learning gains and learned more efficiently. For non-cognitive outcomes, both groups experienced reduced math anxiety, but motivation remained more stable with the adaptive game group. Another example is the project of my colleague Sim Bussene. He investigates how AI supports teamwork in technology-enhanced learning spaces. He's exploring ways to improve collaborative problem-solving using multimodal classroom analytics. For instance, he uses audio data and automatic speech recognition to convert conversations into text for analysis. AI enhances this by combining audio with other data like video to better understand group dynamics and learning outcomes. In doing so, the AI system can suggest optimal group compositions based on factors like personality and performance of a student. Another example from our research group is the work by Stefanie van Beeselare and Anne Vastrie. They are doing research on learning analytic dashboards. These dashboards visualize the learning process of the students and, in doing so, aim at enhancing teachers' professional skills and supporting personalized learning. Learning analytic dashboards can assist teachers with many tasks, like planning, monitoring, coaching, and decision-making. They enable personalized instruction and early detection of learning difficulties. The challenge with the use of learning analytic dashboards is often helping teachers interpret and use data effectively in the classroom. Therefore, we need to optimize dashboards designs to ensure that they offer clear, actionable insights that empower teachers to enhance personalized learning. A final example is situated in the domain of natural language processing, or NLP, where the focus of our work lies on three areas: analyzing the complexity of text learners read or write, personalizing and simplifying language for users, and evaluating AI-generated content in education. In this final example, Anaïs Stak and Michiel de Vriend used natural language processing to improve comparative judgment in education. This means that teachers have to compare pairs of essays to rank and grade them. The NLP algorithm helps reduce the teacher's workload, especially in larger classrooms, because comparing 50 essays to each other on the same topic might be very challenging. NLP algorithms help the teacher by giving a recommendation on the ranking and providing real-time feedback. Now, when I show these examples to teachers, I notice there is definitely enthusiasm for the future, and they see the potential, but I also get a lot of valid questions. Aside from the practical concerns, like for example, how does this all work and can I as a teacher manage this, some questions focus also on the ethical aspects. And that is actually a very good thing, because it is important to take time to reflect on ethical issues carefully. For example, we must pay attention to rights, rules and regulations related to students and teachers. One ethical guideline is that it is essential that important decisions are never made solely based on automated systems. The A-level fiasco is a clear example of this. In that case, students could not take their final A-level exams because of COVID-19. Instead, an algorithm was used to decide their grades. However, these grades were heavily influenced by the algorithm, leading to unfair and unjust outcomes, which highlights the importance of human oversight and transparency in such systems. To protect users of AI and address ethical challenges, the AI Act was introduced. This is a type of framework that provides regulations for both existing and future tools, helping to protect, for example, teachers in their choice of AI tools to use in the classroom. Tools that are developed for education immediately fall in the highest level of the pyramid, meaning they are considered high risk and must comply with much stricter guidelines. For example, it is forbidden to use emotion recognition technology. In conclusion, while AI offers exciting possibilities for education, it's essential to approach its use with caution, ensuring ethical considerations, proper regulations, and transparency are in place. By doing so, we can aim for a more sustainable adoption of AI in education, while also protecting both the teachers and the students.